We believe that it's through the consistency and quality and care that's provided through good food that you actually open up your heart to change. There will always be hunger, there will always be need. I would like to see us continually equipped to respond to need in our community.
From the chaos of Saigon to a refugee camp in Pennsylvania, Maya Whelan's journey has been one of resilience and transformation. As a young woman, Maya saw the value in philanthropy and donated her very first paycheck to UNICEF. She is still devoted to a greater cause, and after winning Netflix Squid Games,
I am the winner.
What does it feel like? Squid Game, the challenge, a cultural phenomenon.
The winner of Squid Game, the challenge, Maya Whelan. Hey!
Maya is using her platform to inspire change. In her new series, Mother Mai, she embarks on a cross-country road trip, shining a light on nonprofits committed to making the world a better place. Mai is in Hollywood, California, visiting an organization that is doing comprehensive and collaborative work with those experiencing food insecurity or homelessness. Hollywood Food Coalition began as a meal service utilizing discarded or unwanted food and has expanded over 4 decades to offer healthcare, public services, and connect resources to those in need. Today, Mai is talking to leaders in the organization as well as volunteers on the ground who all share a passion for serving their community. By connecting with local restaurants and markets, Hollywood Food Coalition is able to save quality food and offer it to the public. This idea of using food as an entry point to connect with others who may be looking for additional help is a foundational part of the work the volunteers are doing at every meal service. The quality and dependability of Hollywood Food Coalition is what keeps people returning and has allowed them to grow within the community to bring additional resources to an underserved but large part of the population.
My name is Anali Ray. I'm actually the executive director of this wonderful organization, Hollywood Food Coalition. So the Hollywood Food Coalition is an organization that is dedicated to nourishing our community by rescuing and distributing food, preparing nightly meals, and unifying efforts to achieve food equity. We've been around since 1987, volunteering essentially and bringing food to our community. For us, it's really all about the food and how do we feed people. We actually started as a coalition of neighbors who got together who wanted to do something in the community. So we actually have a meal service every single night, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So it's quite an operation. We actually haven't missed a night in 36 years.
We separate all the pantry items by category that we just use colors to. Our donations are sometimes we get stuff within date, sometimes we get stuff nearing the expo date.
We use all rescued food, so food that would otherwise go to the landfills, but perfectly edible.
How many people do you feed a day?
On average, we do about 250 to 300 meals a night.
Wow.
Make sure we separate the desserts from the bread.
Biscotti, do you want it with bread or dessert?
That can go with dessert.
Okay.
Me, I'm from LA. From the Valley. I've only been here for 4 or 5 months or so, and I was always just really inspired by the work that we did here, and it's been awesome.
How long have you been working at the Hollywood Food Coalition?
I survived a little over 2 years.
What's your favorite food to cook?
Italian American.
What are you cooking today?
We have kind of like a chicken stir fry. We have vegan with tofu. Yeah, it's so good.
Is it ready now?
Yeah.
This organization appealed to us because they had, for 30-some years, survived only through volunteer effort. Thousands of people who, because of their commitment to their community, learned what it was like to actually connect with people that they might otherwise have demonized. And right now we're living in a society where people demonize one another. We have to do the opposite of that.
Exactly.
You know? And I think that's one of the things that, to me, this organization and coalition building generally is all about.
So the wellness program, it takes the trust that we build with the people who come to us for dinner. I mean, food is the great connector, right? It's a great unifier, helps us build relationships. And when you build those relationships, it offers an opportunity to help people with their other needs beyond just food.
So we organized something called the Pickup Artist to go rescue food from TV shows and film sets.
It was at least 2,000 to 2,500 pounds of prepared meals.
We were interested in this because as actors on sets, you see so much great food thrown out and so much great food goes to waste. One of the things that we have fought hard for is to recognize that coalition building is designed to help use food as a medium to build a community, a big community of support. because there will always be hunger, there will always be need.
Our community wellness program was created because, again, guests were coming to us for things other than just food. And now we have a host of different organizations, from housing providers to mental health services, a hair cutter. And our last program is our community exchange program. All these businesses were calling us not wanting to waste food. At the same time, we had all these other smaller organizations reaching out to say, how can we start a food program? Now we have over 160 smaller organizations that we donate food to. We've grown a lot in these last 5 years. We have tons of volunteers.
Serving 7 dinners a week, every night of the year, is no small task. The volunteers and core staff that make it happen do not go unnoticed. Mai is honored to learn and contribute to a small portion of their day prepping food for dinner service. Los Angeles is truly a magical place where folks from all walks of life come together for a greater good in service of their diverse community.